up, guys? This is Danny fRoD Montaner,
And I'm Jordan Gilbert.
and you're here for an EG Strat Session series sponsored by MSI. And right now we're going to go ahead and break down a DE nuke upper rush. And basically, I'm going to have Jordan show you everything that we do, and I'm going to be giving the overlay of everything that's going on as far as the strategy goes. And right now we're going to head in game so we can go ahead and demonstrate what we're going to be doing with the first spawn out of the 5, because this is basically a spawn rush strat where everyone has to assign a number, and once every number is assigned, every player has a specific duty that cannot be changed between any of the spawns, and everyone has to be paying attention. But now we're going to go in game with our G Series MSI laptops and go ahead and begin to show you what's going on with the first spawn. Basically, the first spawn, he's going to be the guy that runs out through into the entrance, and as soon as he gets to this choke point, he's going to throw a flash and be able to open the door and continue on into the hut to execute another flash that's very crucial to getting this upper rush started. And I'm going to have Jordan explain to you exactly what he does.
Hey guys, I'm going to show you a quick demonstration. Basically the spawn rush, like you said, is a spawn base. So this first spawn, normally the mountain spawn here, it's really got to emphasize the speed here, so you make sure you're bot before freeze time ends. Just prime the flash so you're ready to come around here, come into the lobby. And the first thing you got to do is make sure when you swing this corner, you're kind of pre-aimed at the door. So right as you're running at the door, just throw it top side so it stays open, and then turn. The reason you want to turn like this is if the other team has a counter flash in the beginning of the round, which is pretty common, you're going to want to make sure you avoid that or at least get half blind. So right after that, you're going to continue running into the hut, line up your crosshair with this gray line in the hut, just throw a quick flash off that to get the guy up in tower, and you're going to try to come up here and cause a little commotion. Your main goal really is to distract this tower guy so he can't shoot your squeaky teammates rushing out, and at the same time you got to be aware of the ramp spams, because that could cause you a problem. Now, if you don't get killed by the ramp spam, your team gets an upper pretty easily. Your main thing is to make sure you focus on the guy flanking. Pretty simple role, but a lot of things you need to be aware of. And that's basically it for this first spawn, so Danny, go ahead and let him know what the second spawn does.
Okay. As far as the second spawn, basically he's following the same exact pathing as the first spawn, and his main duty is to be the first guy that comes out the squeaky door. He has specific flashes that he needs to do in a specific duty, which has to do with his exact pathing once he enters through the squeaky door. Now, I'm going to go ahead and have Jordan explain to you exactly what the second spawn does now, while we essentially get ready for the third spawn, who's going to be following up with him.
Alright, here you go, guys. Second and third spawn in this strat as well are normally pretty close, so these roles are kind of go together. Make sure you guys are spaced properly with this. Second spawn basically starts out with a flash, and you try to put your smoke on quick switch so it makes it easier for you to just go between. But those are the first things you use. Alright, so you're going to swing around this corner here. The door's already going to be open. I'll open that really quick for us, make it easier on the example. Come back here. Alright, first guy, he's going to run like this. As he's running, throw a flash into the connector. Comes out here, and since the door opened the wrong way there, it can't show you properly, but he also throws smoke from back here. So that goes right together. Flash, smoke, come out here, and you're focusing on fragging the floor player along with your first, or your third spawn rather, the one right behind you. And you guys are coming out here. You don't want to worry about a guy sitting here or anything in this general area because he should be blind. So you really want to have your crosshair attention on the bomb box area and the area up in this corner. So after that, you basically clear this, and your role is done. If you guys get in clearly, you're going to want to hold the rafter tower probably for your teammate coming in and planning. So that'll be the most effective spot for you once you got the site. Now Danny's going to explain the third spawn, then I'll get into showing you that right in a second.
Okay, third spawn is basically the most crucial player in the strategy because he's the one that follows up with the second spawn that goes out of the squeaky door. And his main duty is to be an assistant towards him. And normally the first guy that comes out the squeaky door, which is the second spawn, has a higher chance of dying really fast, since there's always a player that can come in from the garage entrance or drop bomb box and peek this angle. So basically what he needs to do is he needs to make sure that he trades the frag of the death of the second spawn if that's possible. And if the second spawn stays alive, then his job becomes much more important because he has to throw certain flashbangs and smoke grenades to assist the second spawn that comes out first, as well as securing the bomb site for the fourth and fifth spawn that should be following up soon after. And now we're going to have Jordan explain to you firsthand exactly what the third spawn does.
Alright, here you go, guys. Yeah, like Danny was saying, basically the third spawn, and as I said before, needs to give the second spawn a little bit of space. Your goal here is to try to focus on trading kills to make sure you can take the floor pretty easily. So, third spawn here. Door's already open. I'll open it this way to make it easier on ourselves. He comes around this corner here, and the first thing he needs to get off is a smoke. Main reason being is his first couple spawns ahead of him already threw flashes there, so he really just needs to get that smoke off first so no oppers by the red pool in the garage can get an easy shot. After that smoke, immediately, like the other spawn, throwing a flash there, and then one over the far vent. That far vent flash is just to get a bomb box guy swinging to kill the squeaky Russian, and at the same time, it gives you an advantage because it doesn't blind you. You're out of its sight there. After that flash happens, you just basically can try to hold the rafter spot for your teammate. Hold tower, hold in this general area. The only reason you need to swing out anywhere to this area is if your teammate, the second guy, gets fragged and you need to clean up the kill by bomb box. But that's basically it for third spawn, and like Danny was saying, just make sure you give your second guy space so you could easily get the trade off.